Okay, back. I just want to make sure everybody saw my beetle necklace that my stylist picked out. I didn't run the tuxedo jacket past them. I came downstairs and it was cold, and yes, I have on sweatpants because I'm in the basement. All right, so the theme today is wear a mask. It's for your safety and for others, and in my case, it's for my entertainment. Okay, here we go. Hi. I'm gonna carve another ring dish. Probably should have decided what I was gonna do before I got up here. I had to glue this little gold braid because it was dripping down. It looked like I had a gold booger, which of course, that would be perfectly appropriate for me because I'm so special. My boogers would be gold. All right, I'm gonna tip this down so we can see what the heck I'm doing. There's my palm of my hand again. Tip it up just a little bit in case you need to read my lips. Oh crap. Robin? I think I got it. Yeah. Isn't this great? I have no idea where these came from. I was looking in a box, looking for a wig, and I came across this pile of feather masks. And so I'm wearing them today. All right, starting again with the little ring dish. These are brown clay with white slip over them. I'm gonna do something called sgraffito, which I had never heard of that term until about 7 years ago when I was drawing on clay and somebody called it that. So I had to go look it up, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, simple little dish to throw your ring in when you're washing your hands or whatever. Oh, I smell the glue where I had to fix that gold braid. I might get loopier than usual. All right, so my nephews have become my stylists. They picked out the mask. They had several choices, and they picked this one out, and the red sweater and the gold bug. And I love bugs. And this is actually a rhinoceros beetle, which is one of my absolute favorites. So thank you, Jeremiah and Jacob. And Jennifer, my sister, who gave birth to these wonderfully talented stylists that are helping me. I'm gonna shut up now. Well, I'm not, but I'm gonna shut up about that. I'm gonna start talking about what we're doing. Before, I told you I use Kemper mini ribbon tools to carve. You don't dig too far. You're just trying to get a little bit through the white slip to the brown clay, so your line will show up. Did I say what I was going to do today? I don't think I did. Let's do a flower. Oh, maybe I'll do a bird, because these are feathers. I should have thought about that before I sat down, because we are over 3 minutes into this nonsense. All right, so here we go. Got this little dish, got our little tool. This is one I'm going to start with. But I'm going to use a couple of others today to show you how to use those. But you probably, if you work in clay, more than likely you know how to use these. I do have my glasses on under here. See? Okay. So I didn't poke myself in the eye. I poked myself in the glasses. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, a bird. Okay, we're going to do a bird. Birds are funny. We have a lot of birds in our neighborhood. We live in the woods, so they think that they own the place because they do, and they poop on everything, and that's okay. I guess I shouldn't have told on them. I'm just gonna do a funny bird. I think he'll have a hat on. Yeah, we'll do a bird with a hat on. Since my name is Robin, I think that birds should appreciate me. When I was like 3 or 4, I remember sitting on my front porch and all the birds would be out in the yard, and I would say, "My name's Robin," like they were really gonna think, oh yeah, that human being thing is a bird. But I thought they would understand. yeah. Apparently they didn't. They just flew away. Also, at the same time, this is how long that advertisement has been around, because I am 62 years old. There were rabbits that would come out of the next door empty lot, you know, hop around in our yard, and I would run in the house and get Trix candy, cereal, because Trix, you know, silly rabbit, Trix are for kids, so I thought, of course, this rabbit's gonna love me because I just gave him Trix cereal. That advertisement's been around forever. I guess it worked. So, yeah, I'm doing myself a little bird with hat on. My husband says I should carve it more where y'all can see what the heck I'm doing. Well, y'all can see it, but I can't particularly see it all that well. Look at that. So there he is so far. That's the rim of his hat. Huh. Crazy looking bird. Give him a flower. We don't want to put feathers on his hat because that might hurt his feelings. I did, my stylist, Jacob and Jeremiah, they helped me pick out a wig. So once it arrives, I'll be in, you know, I'll not have a mask on my face more than likely because it might cover up my wig. And, you know, we don't want to do that. No, sorry. And I am not left-handed. I cannot do anything with my left hand. I am not doing this with my left hand other than holding the dish. For whatever reason, the camera shoots it backwards. So for a demonstration here, see, it's backwards. I am extremely right-handed. One time, I've probably already said this before, one time I had an MRI and I was sitting with the technician that was going over the scans, and there were these two little lobes in the bottom of my brain back here, and one looked like it had a little dried up peanut in the bottom, and that was on my right side, and the other one was full. And I said, well, why is that? What is that? I was thinking, I didn't know what it was. She said, well, in this case, the left side controls the right side of your body. And then she looked at it for a long time, and then she turned to me and she said, do you use your left hand at all? I had to think about it. I said, yes, to tie my shoes. All right, so there we go. Working on a bird. He's got a little hat with a flower on it. And a lot of the little detaily stuff, I'm not going to take up a whole ton of your time with that because it does take up a lot of time. So we're just going to do just the basics here. But I do want to show you this other little tool that I really like. Okay, so this one is made, I think it's pronounced Xiem, which now it's backwards, so whatever. It's Xiem. These are nice. So this one's got a little kind of square top to it. Can you see that? So I'm gonna make a checkerboard. Yeah, I think I'm making a checkerboard hat because that won't take too long. So you take the little flat part of it and just slide it as flat as possible, which of course I didn't do right there, against the white slip. Make a little square. And then, my mask is sliding up. And then you, since making checkerboard, you just go out to each corner. And we're going to continue that all across his hat. I say his. This might be a mommy bird. Or just might be some single bird that gallivants around and doesn't really want to settle down. There is a bird called a cowbird. Are you familiar with that? They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're black, very sleek black, and they have these brown heads. And I always thought, oh my gosh, if I could had need for an evening gown, I would want it to look like that bird. Then I find out these crazy birds, they lay their eggs in other birds' nests. They are not interested in raising their own offspring. And the other birds just being, you know, having nice, I don't know, they're nicer birds. And they will feed these birds, sometimes at the expense of their babies, because these birds are big, and it might be a little bitty bird that is feeding this pig bird. And then I was very much less entranced with the cowbird, but they are pretty. So maybe one day I'll get myself an evening gown to come down here into my mud studio, and I'll get to wear that. Yeah, that's what I need to do. All right. So I'm not really doing very good at doing a demonstration here. But can you see, so it's just this nice little flat, squared off tool, and you can make a nice checkerboard pattern with it. Oh, I've really enjoyed the last couple of days consulting with my stylist, Jacob and Airline, and they just really, they've given me some purpose here today. They helped pick out everything. And they're sweethearts. They're funny. All right. Let's see. What else can this bird? He looks like he's chewing bubble gum. You know, a year ago, I was kind of planning my funeral. Kind of. I wrote my obituary recently. It's pretty fun. Everybody should write their own obituary. Do not leave that up to somebody else. Write your own obituary. Say what you want to say. If somebody wants to add to it, fine, whatever. But make sure people know how you felt about life here on this earth. Look at that funny little bird. Very cute. Or she, or it, whatever. Yeah, I like that. All right, well, I have run my mouth for nearly 15 minutes here. And I would like to put some more stuff on here, and I will. Oh, maybe a collar. And I try to talk about tools when I'm doing this, because some people actually are watching this because they want to know how to do what I'm doing. That's a very important tool. Try to remember to not brush your stuff off with your hands, because your hands get warm even down here in this ice cold basement. be warm, and they will smear the slip, anything that you've carved, across your piece. But this doesn't do that. Alrighty. Yeah, this is fun. I like that. Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'll go download this thing, and we'll see if you've learned anything besides, you know, being basically quarantined can make you crazy. Love y'all. Bye.